Take 17. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, what is going on? My name is Nikki. Please consider hitting that NB in the bottom corner and join the crew. Today, I have therapy. Sitting outside my therapist office over there. After the video I just posted, I think it'll be a good session. But I just wanted to do a video to talk about if I feel like therapy is really worth it. So I'm gonna do a little check-in right now to tell you like kind of what I'm feeling before I go in there, and then I'll do a little check-in after to tell you how I'm feeling afterwards and my thoughts about therapy. And I've been going for like 4 years now in total. I've only been with this therapist for like a year, but just before I go in there, I don't know, just feel like I don't feel like great and I don't feel horrible, so I'm just like I feel like I'm ready to just cry it out and then feel better, so we'll just go with that. But is therapy worth it? But anyway, I just want to have a little discussion after my session to help you guys figure out if you think therapy would help you or not. Let's just get into this video. Alright guys, so I didn't just get out of therapy, I got out of therapy a while ago, but I didn't really have time to recap right away. It's always interesting to me because I feel like therapy can go one of two ways. Like you either go in and when you leave, you feel like bomb, like you feel great, you're like, okay, I'm not crazy, and there's actions I can take that are gonna help me. And then sometimes you leave and you're kind of like, you still kind of feel like you're in the same spot, which isn't awesome. I think therapy is beneficial because it gives you an outlet, like a third-party outlet to talk about whatever's going on versus like your families or your friends or like whoever it is that you normally go to. It's like a out-of-party person who's kind of just not biased about anything, so they keep it real for the most part, and they're trained professionals, so they know what they're talking about. I would highly recommend going. I think it does a lot more better than worse, but I will say after a couple days after you have it, or even like the day of and the day after that you have a therapy session, you could be a little bit more like on edge and prone to anxiety, just because everything that causes you anxiety or whatever that you talk about is brought up surface level, so you're a little more sensitive, I guess. I just feel like it's a great outlet, and if you thought about getting therapy but you're too embarrassed or you can't afford it or whatever, I mean, if you're in school, there's counseling at schools most of the time. Go take advantage of it. Do your own research, try to figure out somebody, ask friends, because I bet you there's somebody in your life that goes to therapy and they might have a recommendation for someone. It's awesome to just get everything out there. And the thing about therapy too is it helps you because it doesn't make you feel like you're crazy. Like it gives you actual answers and reasons as to why certain things are happening. And I like that. I like to know that there's reasons why. So I highly recommend it. And 90% of the time when you leave, you're gonna feel a lot better. It's just exhausting. Honestly, it's like a workout. Don't be scared to take that step. It's only gonna help you. I think I've gotten a lot better after the year that I've been with this current therapist of mine. So and you're excited about like working on whatever it is your therapist told you to work on, because if you work on those things, then it probably will go away eventually. So, and another piece of advice that I would say if you do decide to go to a therapist, trust your therapist, like scientifically, and they're educated in what they're talking about, and work on things. So there is something I want to mention. One piece of advice that my therapist has given to me that I feel like really helps me, and I want to share that with you guys, because maybe if you can't go to therapy, maybe this one piece of advice can help you. So it is, well, anxiety isn't the problem. So there's a problem, and your anxiety is what's like, hey, hello, pay attention to me, there's something going on here, there's an issue, and then you have to figure out what that issue is. And the second thing is that you cannot be anxious while you try to solve the problem, because I always go to therapy and like, we talk about a lot of stuff that's really deep and really heavy and just like, it's hard. And I always am amazed when I'm like, I feel like my anxiety sparks up when I'm not even thinking about those things. Like I'm just doing something randomly and I'll get anxious. But when I'm in the actual thick of it, talking to my therapist about it and like trying to figure out what it is, and I never get anxious and I'm in the middle of it. It's like that because you're trying to solve the problem. When you're trying to solve the problem, you won't be anxious. Your anxiety isn't gonna flare up on you because you're busy trying to sort it out. Think about your problems, really. Try to write down what it is you think causes your problems and problem solve, because I feel like that might help you. Just know you're not alone in anything that you do, no matter what. Trust the process. Everything is a process. Everything is a journey. So if you go to therapy, you're starting a journey for yourself. So like I always say, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is, and always do is set your heart on fire, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys.